Thank you for joining us on Torchlight Productions Radio Network, an exclusive podcast of Torchlight Productions Recording Studio in Bealsville, Maryland. For more information on Torchlight Productions Recording Studio, you can contact us at 301-801-6868. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you for joining us once again here at Torchlight Productions Radio Network. I'm your host, Mike Conway. I'm the producer here at Torchlight Productions Recording Studio. This is our second episode. I'm joined here with our engineer, Jeff Feit, and recording artist, Terry Scott, also known as RetroT. Terry, good to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's good to have you here today, Terry.
Thank you.
So Terry, tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, where you grew up. Tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Well, currently I live in Frederick, Maryland. I grew up in Mount Dora, Florida. That's a small town between Daytona Beach and Orlando, Florida. I was one of 3 children, grew up on a farm, basically. Grew up picking oranges, as a matter of fact, picking fruit from fruit trees. I went on to graduate from Florida State University, so go Seminoles.
All right.
All right. Where did you, Terry, where did you get the name RetroT?
RetroT comes from, I was actually listening to a minister speak about going back and getting blessings. So I decided that I would name myself RetroT because I'm going back and collecting all those blessings that I left on the table from 20, 30 years ago.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I
That's
like that.
great.
Yeah.
All right. And tell us, what got you into writing?
I would like to think that I've always been writing. My first thought was probably about when I was 11 years old. Just thinking back through childhood and making notes. So I would think that that was probably my first thought of any type of writing.
Wow, since you were 11. That's about when I started, about 12 years old. And Jeff, you started pretty young too, didn't you?
Yeah, I was about 12, maybe 13, and and I got into it because of the John Denver thing. So
Did you?
Yeah.
So that's great. All right.
So Terry, I was wondering what inspires you to do the writing that you do. Tell us a little bit about your creative process. What it was when you first started out, when you said you were 11 years old when you started to write, and what it is perhaps today. What gives you inspiration today to write the things that you do?
Well, growing up, typically you didn't really speak out a lot as a child. So writing was a way to kind of express yourself, get things out, not to hold things in. So I found that to be very valuable even at that age. Currently, a lot of my writing just comes from day-to-day life. I'm a huge family person, so a lot of what you hear is personal. It comes from within my home. But I also write about things that I see, people that I see, current events, what's going on in the world today.
Very good. Very good. Mike, did you have any other questions about the creative process with regard to Terry?
Sure. I was just curious as to, are there any artists or writers that have kind of inspired you along the way, whether they're musical artists or whatever?
I would probably say one of the biggest writers that have inspired me and that I totally enjoy is Maya Angelou. Is a big influence, just the way that she portrayed her voice and how she spoke and how people gravitated towards her. Very special writer.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you had been writing lyric or words since you were 11. When did you start putting music to lyric?
I would like to think that I started putting the lyrics and the music together at age 11. But however, it's probably been within the last 6 to 8 weeks since I started working with you guys that I've wanted to put music to my lyrics and see what I can make of that. And what the process is, I had an opportunity to watch you all work with other artists. So I felt comfortable enough to say, hey, can I do this? And take a leap of faith.
Wow.
We're glad you did. We're really glad that you did. When you were 11, you said you started writing poetry and everything, and I'm just curious as to when you made the transition to actually putting melodies to your poetry and coming up with the music for it?
Well, I imagined putting the music with the poetry, but never thought I would have the opportunity like this in order to make that happen. So for me, writing was just, I wanted to speak it and just speak the poetry and have the listeners just hear my voice and hopefully be able to engage them in reference to what was going on either in life or in the world. A lot of my poetry is about worldly things and what's going on in the world today. But as far as the music, I just had the opportunity within the last 6 to 8 weeks to put the music with some of my words, and I'm hoping that process will lead me to more poetry, being able to put the music behind the poetry, and hopefully that will catapult to a whole nother level. Who knows?
You never know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you now. We're going to debut Terry Scott's new track. Here is RetroT with Nothin On Me.
Hope everybody enjoys it.
Now that she's gone, you say you wanna come home. Here you come calling on me. You want me to hold you in my arms. You want me to make you feel strong. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. I'm tired of crazy. He's the only one to help me. I'm moving on. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. I wanna catch your tears and see you through your pain. But you treat me like I'm a secret lover. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. I'm tired of crazy. He's the only one to help me. I'm moving on. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. When you were down and out, I tried to love you up and help you spread your wings. Only the angels can help you now. I ain't fighting no more. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. I'm tired of crazy. He's the only one to help me. I'm moving on. I'm tired of crazy. He's the only one to help me. I'm moving on. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. When you were down and out, I tried to love you up and help you spread your wings. Only the angels can help you now. I ain't fighting no more. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. Now that she's gone, you say you wanna come back home. Here you come calling on me. You want me to hold you in my arms. You want me to make you feel strong. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. I'm tired of crazy. He's the only one to help me. I'm moving on. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. Only the angels can help you now. I ain't fighting no more. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. 'Cause you got nothing on me. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no, not me. Thinking, uh-oh, oh no.
So what are the events that transpired to actually bring you into the recording studio to work with us here with your beautiful music?
Well, actually, I'm here by default. I've always been passionate about music. I've watched probably every episode of any type of reality talent show. Love talent shows. My niece is actually a singer, and truly by default, I'm here because of her. We were looking for opportunities for her, but I found that this was a great fit for me. It was so relaxed and made me feel like, okay, I can actually do this just by watching you guys work with the different artists.
Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you. It's been an honor to work with you. And when you came into the studio, you had asked us to take a listen to what you had. Basically, you came in with a vocal, and we applied a beat to it, just a tempo track, or what we call a click track in the studio. And we got the basic tempo down and had you kind of map out that vocal, and then we built the music around it based on what you had in your head. And that worked out pretty well, I think. We've done that with the first song, and now we're working on the second one with you.
Yeah, and it's the melody that you had was just, it worked so well to the lyric that you had, and it just really came along real well. So we were just really pleased with the way that turned out. Also want to ask you what your plans are for the future. Do you plan on continuing to write?
I actually would love to continue this process and see where it goes. The song "Nothin On Me," it's a fun song. It was a joy and you all made it so easy to produce that song. It seems like it was just so easy and effortless on you guys' part. So I'm hoping that I did at least some justice to the song. But I would love to continue to write in the future, have different projects with you guys. Like I said, even if it's poetry to music, or if it's new songs, I would love to take it to that next level. But my ultimate goal, and what I've always had in my mind, is that I would love to write a book that turns into 2 movies. I know that sounds odd, but that's a dream.
No, that's not odd. That's really cool.
It's a great dream to have. Any idea what subject or what topic you would like to write about?
It's all about my family, our history, things that have happened in our past. There are so many families out there right now. There are so many blended families, and not necessarily racially blended, but just blended stepmoms, stepfathers, and all the stepchildren that come along with that process. And I think because that's kind of like where we are in the world today.
Yes.
I would like to say that I've been married for 20 years, so
congratulations.
I'm excited about that.
That's great.
But it's all about our family and kind of like some of the things that we went through as a family. But if I can say, I would love to name it Blended to Pieces, but
no, I think that you have a knack for coming up with titles, because a lot of these titles you have are very hooky. They really are. I mean, Nothin On Me. What a great hook. It's just great.
And you're working on another one that you wrote. It's called is it called Man Pride Down?
Man Pride Down, but I'm looking at the next project to be Spread Too Thin.
Spread Too Thin, right?
Yes.
So
real life.
Real life, right? So it's a lot of songs and poetry and stuff actually start off with just a title. And I remember me and some writing partners that I've had, we used to take and stick some ideas in we used to call it a writer's block box. And we would have little things and titles of songs or whatever that we would stick in the box, and occasionally we would pull out one of those randomly, and it would wind up being what we thought would be a good title for a song or something, and we would actually develop a song just out of a title. And that's a great thing. So just having a name for a book, that's a great start. That's a fantastic start.
It is.
I'm excited about it, and like you, I don't have a box. Typically, the words just kind of beat me up at night. Like, the words come to me in the middle of the night. I don't know if that's normal or natural. And I just have to get up, either write it down or record it so I don't forget it when I wake up and think that it was all just a dream.
Actually, that's very natural for people who are creative. They do a lot of their creative thinking and the creative development at nighttime. A lot of times they dream and they wake up in the middle of the night and they go, I got the hook for the next song, you know. That's how that works sometimes.
It comes in all different shapes and sizes and forms, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Creative inspiration comes in some of the strangest places. I remember one of my songs came in a freight elevator. So,
do we even know what that is these days?
Yeah, I really like the I guess the reverb in the elevator, and I started humming something, and a whole song came to me between, I guess, the first and the 20th floor.
It was a big building, wasn't it?
A big building, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Terry, is there any type of message you'd like to leave to our listeners? Anything, words of wisdom or anything?
Oh, I don't know if I have words of wisdom, but I would just say I'm a very optimistic person. If you have a dream, I say go for it. I know it's been said over and over again, life is too short, but it really is too short. Just go for your dream. Do what you want to do. I've been thinking about writing and songs and having words in my head for probably a good 20 to 25 years. And I've never put that in place, so to speak. And for me to be here now, it's like a dream. Like I said, I'm a country girl from a very small town. I want to say I probably had about 80
No, that
people.
Is small.
Probably about 80 people at my high school graduation, in my senior class.
Wow.
So for me to be here is almost a little bit overwhelming, just to think about just where I came from. So I would just say go for your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, and don't let anybody stop you from doing what you want to do in life, because you can do it.
Those are very good words. I think that's very true.
Very well said. Yes.
Very well said. So actually, I was thinking, we have, you've talked about this before in sessions, we have a showcase with Torchlight Productions recording studio that we do every year in the fall. And I'm assuming you're going to be a part of it this year, right?
Yes, I was a spectator last year, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I know it's going to come up fast, and I'll probably be thinking about that at least once a week until it gets closer. But I'm excited about that. And at that point, hopefully I'll have about 3 recording sessions that I can put out there, and hope everybody enjoys it.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and looking forward to having you a part of the event this year. So that'll be really fantastic. So Jeff, anything else you want to close with?
No, I just want to thank Terry for coming out today and doing the podcast with us. It's been an honor to work with you on this, as well as the projects that we're doing with you. And thanks for coming in and trusting us with your music.
I appreciate
it. Means a lot.
And I absolutely appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be here without you.
All right. Okay, you've been listening to Torchlight Productions Radio Network and with RetroT. So be on the lookout for RetroT in the very near future. And from all of us here at Torchlight Productions Recording Studio, we want to wish you a very good night.
Thanks again for joining us, Terry. It was a pleasure working with you tonight.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for tuning in to Torchlight Productions Radio Network. For more information on Torchlight Productions Recording Studio, you can contact us at 301-801-6868. I'm Mike, and from all of us here at Torchlight Productions, I want to wish you all a good night.